Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction to Tower of God chapter 575, our 25th back since hiatus came back. Halfway from there to 600, I do have some special stuff planned when we get to 600. So yeah, 25 back since we've come back from hiatus. It's season 3 episode 158. Either way, I guess let's get to reading. We have a warning here you see on the screen because I forgot to hide this. So yeah, we have a warning. We haven't had one of those in a good little bit. In addition to that, it seems like we're getting the Traumerei and Gastang fight, probably, after the way last chapter ended. Maybe the warning is there because some of Traumerei's animals are going to get torn to shreds. But either way, let's go ahead and hide this for now unless we need to look at something. And go ahead and start reading. Beyond the warning, we have, the branch leader's animals belong to me first and foremost. They change shape when I command them, and it's not only their appearance that changes. What is this powers? Freaking, what is it, MTT? Was that, or UMTT? Goofy face. What is this power? Their power changes as well. And then it seems like the lizards in Gororo's mouth are getting controlled. Damn it, no. Leviathan's reacting too. This ship is filled with animals under my control. It's the perfect battlefield for me. And we saw this last chapter. This is my territory. And then we have blades. We have the unlimited blade works being summoned by Gastang. Kill them. And then we have Season 3, The Deal 2. Kill them. And the blades start flying in. Alright. We see the turtle. And Turtle and Wolf at least reacting. And this is the blades flying in all different directions. Alright. More clashing with the blades and the animals. Again, more panels of this. It seems like the animals do get diced then by Gastang. I'm going to incinerate those disgusting hunks of meat. And we have an explosion of flame coming from the cigarette he crushed. And just burning bits of meat raining down. You call this your territory. All I see is a bunch of useless trash to burn. If you ask me, your battleship looks more like a garbage dump to me. Then, Gastang, if you keep insulting me like that, and the meat starts to regenerate, it seems, you'll be crushed to death by all this trash. And it's just this disgusting body horror anomaly behind him. It forms the claws back. And yeah, it's fused together into a chimera. I'm getting really sick of this. You know very well that all these little bugs can't stop me. When are you going to stop hiding behind them? Maybe I'm not hiding. What if I can fight you? And then he laughs. Then come out and fight me, asshole. Then, do you think I won't? That's right. I don't think you will. And the blades also start forming together. Because you're a coward. And he creates this massive flaming sword from the blades that crashes down on the chimera. Alright. More of it being sliced up. More of it being sliced up. You can stab, slice, and burn as many of them as you want. As long as you're in my territory, I can bring these creatures back and make them as powerful as I like. Is that right? That doesn't change the fact that they're all useless pieces of trash. Alright, honestly, gonna be a little critical of this. It's kind of just a bunch of panels of the same thing happening, and them, like, weakly talking trash back and forth to one another. Your memory seems to have gotten much worse than before. What if I unleash that one? And we see the sphere behind him. The one whose arrogance knows no limits. The arrogant Kraken? Sorry, go ahead. And then we have this burst of flame. I haven't seen that ugly face in ages. The blades get torn apart. And we do see tentacles coming out. Beams of light as well. We have the tentacles being sliced up by blades. So presuming then, it was indeed the arrogant Kraken. But we also have this one beast. I wonder if this beast is like an amalgamation of all the creatures that we see in the orb. Poison Dragon Vanquish. Okay, so we have another of his like great beasts, I would assume then. The Poison Dragon. And its blasts aren't even touching Gastong. That's enough. And then here's the thing. I feel like, too, we're seeing all this big stuff, but it's like, in a way, who's it really impressing? Because it feels like Gastong hasn't even come close to, like, even thinking about trying. Same with Traumerei. So it's like, they're kind of just doing this, but Traumerei, like, there's no way he can think this is actually, like, working or helping him, and I feel like there's no way Gastong can be like, oh yeah, I'm totally gonna get a win doing this. I mean, I guess Gastong's win would be if like Kun and them listened to him and ran away, but they aren't doing so. Hey, why are you standing there? Says Gororo. Are you trying to get yourself killed? This is my chance. Let's get out of here. I can do this. Kun. And he walks forward. Wait. I know you can't stand each other, but you're still family heads after all. Doesn't it seem rather undignified to fight in such a small dark hole of a place? If I set everything up for you, would you like to have a proper fight? I only ask that you let us in on the fight as well, but we decide on the prize. Whoever wins the showdown gets to have Bomb. What? Kun? Hey! We have Bomb and Yuri reacting. Who gave you the right to decide that? And Andrasi as well. I get the feeling that the location of a fight matters quite a lot to the Pobedao family head. So we'll let the Pobedao family decide where to hold the showdown. What's he up to? Thinks Gastong. Gastong's just like, why? Why are you doing this, kid? Nonsense. Why would I accept such an idea again? And the winner will be decided with a game of chess. And then Traumer is like, okay, hold on. Maybe I spoke too soon. In order for us to win, we have to reach the arena without being caught by either of you before your showdown begins. Okay, hold on. In order for us to win, we have to reach it without being caught by either before the chess match begins. Okay. Starting the day after we leave the battleship, if either of you catch us and capture Bomb, we'll surrender. But if we win, both families must agree to not touch Bomb. How does that sound? So, hide and seek time. Hide and seek, but like season 3 version. If you ask me, it seems like a pretty good deal. Come on, take the offer. Take it. If they say yes, then we'll still have a chance of winning. Because if they say yes, they can just try to use the refugee connections to run away, I suppose. Pobedao Gastong seems to be using Bomb to try to lure Traumerei to a certain place. And as for Traumerei, he can't stop this war. He needs some way to secure victory. This offer satisfies both of their wishes, while giving us a chance to win. Please, take the offer. Well, that doesn't sound too bad. Alright. And then, this makes a lot more sense for Traumerei than for Gastong, I feel like. Because, I don't know, I didn't really get I felt like before, Gastong actually wanted Bomb. I didn't really know that. I didn't really take it as him wanting Bomb to try to lure Traumerei somewhere. But Traumerei, it makes sense. Traumerei doesn't want to fight in the war, but doesn't have a way to stop it. But the game gives him a chance of winning it, and it's like, okay, you know what? This is a good opportunity. Like for Traumerei, this whole deal works out better than almost any of them. Because like, if the family heads are arrogant enough to be like, well, yeah, we'll just capture them before the match begins. Then, from Traumerei's perspective, it's like, this is an absolute win. Traumerei's getting the best deal out of this. Kun clenches his fist. Yes, but the game must take place at the time and place of our choosing within the next week. If you fail to reach the designated arena in time, you both lose. And our family will do our very best to catch you before then, of course. It doesn't matter. This war is going to happen anyway. It's too late to avoid it now. We agree as well. We'll meet you at the arena in 1 week. We'll try our best to make it there. In 1 week, this war will be settled. Well, that concludes our negotiations. We'll be going now. We don't know where the showdown's taking place yet, so message us when you make up your mind. Hold on, says Tromare. This little game of yours may be amusing, but I can't simply let you walk away when I already have you in my grasp. I'm going to add a few conditions. Conditions? That's right, just in case you try to run away. I'm assigning branch leader Lopobia Elbaba to keep an eye on you. Okay, so Elbaba's going with them. That is an interesting way to bring Elaine's family member into this. But he'll contact me if you run away from the showdown. So they're using heal here, and I assumed Elbaba kind of looks like a guy. Again, it could be interesting if it's the person that they use to fool Elaine, but I don't know if it will be. I think, especially given how crazy old they are, then again, Elaine was like ruling for 1,000 years at Naemont. But I think with how old they are, I think they need to be like a father or a forefather or something. I think that would make more sense. Especially since the guy they used to fool Elaine, like, probably wasn't from the same branch family. But who knows? But I think that'll be an interesting thing to have them go, even if Elaine's not brought back into the fold, just interacting with Bomb. I think that's an interesting thing for CU to do here. But it'll only contact me if you run away from the showdown. What? But Lord Tromare, if you don't go, you'll lose your last few remaining family members, Elbaba. I'm sorry, sir. I'll go. Secondly, you're all still on my battleship. I'll let you go as promised, and I won't send any branch leaders after you. But, as for you, Irregular, if you really want to escape from this place, shouldn't you do it by yourself? If you can escape from this battleship without the help of Gaston or any other rankers, I'll accept your offer. Can you do that? Yes, I can. I'll see you at the arena. Okay, so Bomb's leaving on his own then. That was very astute of you, Lord Tromare, says Zoomtiti. It's crazy how I couldn't remember his name last week, but I remember it this week. How? Unless I'm getting it wrong. I see you never intended to let the Irregular go in the first place. Gororo appears to intend to use the submarine to pass through the battleship's main central water tank, but the Shinsu pressure there is so strong that not even rankers can withstand it. Plus, in the depths of the water tank, that Shinwei is on the loose, is it not? Okay, he mentioned putting it there. The Regular will never escape from here, by his own efforts. That's Shinheo. Okay, and it looks like a mass of eyeless teeth, if that is what they're referring to, wiped out an entire branch of the Lopobia family. No matter how powerful the Regular may be, there's no way he can fight against that monster. And that's where we end. You know what? I think the first half of this chapter was meh, the second half was really good, but I think what this chapter does for me most is make me excited for the future. So here's the thing. I'm gonna do a little review of it here. The first half, the actual fight, kind of snooze mode. The thing is, like I said, Gaston threw some blades around, Tromare threw some creatures around. Neither of them really did much of anything. They just kind of went back and forth, trash talking. Like, I said weekly trash talking, because again, it's like, they're both like, why don't you fight me? Why don't you fight me? And they're just both standing face to face in front of each other. So that was a little didn't really care. It's like we see two family heads fight, but we didn't see them fight. And I think that's what makes it good, because we just had them like nonchalantly throwing their powers at each other, and neither of them acting like it bothered them or particularly cared. And I think that's good, because we're saving the good stuff. We're saving like a hand-to-hand Shinsu to Shinsu fighting. We haven't seen that. So we've saved that. We still don't know what they're doing in terms of that kind of fight, which I think is good. But then the back half is so cool. I like the idea of Elbaba being sent with them, Bomb having to escape on his own. Kind of, so we have the Manatee going along, and then we have Bomb going along, and I guess Bomb has to fight off the Shinheo and escape, and then meet up with them once they're outside of the battleship. That's what I get from this. That's how it seems. So it just makes me excited for the future and for the showdown. Because what I think is, that means in the next few chapters, we get Bomb versus the Shinheo in the escape, which I feel like stuff like that is always pretty exciting. And then once we get out of that, we have 1 week in universe time, 1 week to wait before this chess match. In the chess match, it's probably going to devolve into other crazy stuff, especially if other families are like, what the hell's going on? Two family heads are going in a straight up showdown. That's going to be crazy. So we have this huge moment that we have to, or that we get to wait for. But I think even more exciting than that is we get to see what Bomb's group does. Bomb has Yuri with him, Andrasi, Kun, Elbaba. It's such a weird and interesting grouping, and I just realized something. Holy shit. So a whole plot point for this entire, I don't know what you want to call the hotel arc, a whole plot point is Hema Slime got introduced and was like, I need to find my family's guardian creature. And then left by herself, like, I need to find the guardian creature. So here's the thing, and now they're like, how's Bomb possibly going to escape? How's this irregular going to do anything to get out of here when this creature wiped out an entire branch of the Lopobia? Well, if that creature is the guardian creature of Hema Slime's family, and Hema Slime has some sort of connection with it or way to control it, then it's like Bomb's just going to my friends or my power his way through this, and Hema Slime can come in clutch, and then Bomb does escape. And again, Traumerei, like many times this arc, is just going to be left like, damn it. So that's really, really cool and interesting. I just realized that. Like, if that Shinheo is Hema Slime's guardian creature, then again, that plot point all ties back in and wraps up this arc really, really, really nicely. But what I'm most excited for, I'm excited for the escape. I'm excited for however Bomb gets out of this. And I'm excited for the showdown. But what I'm most excited for, what is this group that's together? What do they do for this week? Where do they go? Who else do they meet up with? Do we get the Snow Forest stuff finally? Do we get Shibisu and Haku and Hatsu and Elaine? Do we get all of the characters that were there and stuff folded back in? Do we finally learn what's going? We got Liliel and Shiliel are escaping with them. We have Gororo, so we're going to have more connection to the Revolution stuff. And what makes it more exciting, we have more connection to the Revolution stuff. Plus, Gastang, during this week, it's not like they're just going to be chilling, hanging out. We have Gastang sending people after them, and Traumerei sending people after them. So again, people like Rachel could get involved. People like Bellerir, again with the Revolution stuff, could get involved because they're with Gororo. There's just so many connections, so many characters that we haven't seen in a while that we could get to see again in this week gap between the showdown. I'm just excited to see what Bomb's group does and how they interact. The group he currently has, who else might be coming back into the story, since this is the perfect place to bring more characters back into the story. Plus, like I said, we don't know what's going on with Lobadan. Plus, on top of that, the Lobadan stuff is connected to what's going on with Karaka's group. We still don't know, like, Karaka, Yama, Doan, Doom, Yusracha. That's a pretty solid... Yuhan Zung's there. That's a really solidly important group of characters, and we haven't seen them in a good while. So I think what this chapter does for me, the chapter itself, especially the first half, I'm just kind of like, okay, but what it does for me is it makes me so excited for future chapters. And I think that's a big thing to do. Having a chapter that sets up excitement and makes it like, I really want to read, is a good thing. So yeah, I loved it in that sense. I loved it as a setup chapter. As a fight chapter, it's whatever. But as a setup chapter, it's so good. It's so good as a setup chapter. Just because every week for Tower of God, I've been excited because Tower of God's just been so good since we've been back from hiatus. But I think that honestly, this chapter might have done more to make me excited for the next few chapters than any of the past chapters that we've had so far have done. Like, I'm so excited to see what happens next. And I love that this chapter makes me feel that way. But either way, review over, I guess. Thank you so much. Like, review off the top of my head after only reading it once. Not like I can go too in depth with this. But yeah, I really hope you all enjoyed. Like if you did like the video. Sorry this one's a bit late as well. I was very busy. I was away for the whole weekend, so that's why. Um, but yeah, thank you so much. Like if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of this chapter. My first, like I haven't been able to shave in like a week. It looks like a mess. What is it? Yeah, like if you liked the video, comment down there. Tell me what you thought of the chapter, my first thoughts, reaction, all that. We can talk about the series down there in the comments. If you want to talk on Discord, we can. Ask and I can give you a link, free and open for anyone. Yada yada, same old, same old. If you want to talk on Twitter, we can. Again, anywhere you want to talk about Tower of God or anything else, I'm totally up for talking to you all. Subscribe for more. There's more than just Tower of God if you're new here somehow. Thank you so much. Stick around. And then if you want to help support the channel, if you want to help me to keep trying to make videos, you could drop a super thanks if you wanted to. It would be very much appreciated. Or if you want One Piece a bit early, if you want a shout out at the end of every video, you can become a patron or channel member by hitting join below to become a member, or going to patreon.com/Haku of the Tubes, or a link will be in the description to become a patron. Huge thank you to patrons and members. Thank you to Chosen Regular Evan Holly. Thank you to Magical Girls, FR Nono, Huarian, and Smeller Dog. Thank you to Cherryton Student David Langstaff. Thank you to Slayer Candidate SG. And thank you to Pure Element Pate Ardialo. Thank you all so much. Yeah, speaking of Magical Girls and Pure Elements, I recorded, like last week, I recorded a Magical Girl Raising Project video, but I wanted to get this Tower of God video out first because I knew you'd all be waiting for it. So once this is out, Magical Girl Raising Project's up next. So if any of you, I doubt, really, probably a low percentage of you, if any of you are excited for that, I am excited to post it. I freaking love Magical Girl Raising Project. Either way, weird way to end this. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. And yeah, I'll see you all next time.